Yo, what is good, everyone? It's your boy CJ the Dunn. You cannot say CJ without putting that Dunn in it. Before we get started, I'd like to give honor to God. If it wasn't for God, we would not be here at all. Second, I'd like to thank the people that's in the United States, Germany, Malta, India, Poland, Ireland, Canada, Australia, South Africa, Nigeria, United Kingdom, Brazil, Morocco, Mexico, Ukraine, Ecuador, Norway, Spain. If it wasn't for y'all, this podcast would not be doing what it's doing now. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. I know I have a lot of listeners on Apple, Spotify. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Anchor, and some more. And it's 42% of young ladies that is listening to this podcast. So I know I'm doing something great if 42% of young ladies are listening. And shout out to everybody that's, wherever you at, the city, state. Shout out to you for supporting me. And if it wasn't for y'all, Off the Wall would not be what it wouldn't be doing what it's doing now. But I appreciate it. Shout out to my goddamn Steelers, okay? Shout out to the Steelers. I do want to say this. Kenny Pickett, he's not the answer. Mason Rudolph, bro. This man, and I'm glad I betted on him. This man has done more than what Kenny Pickett has done within one game, bro. One game. And I'm glad I betted on him because every time Mason Rudolph get in the game, he make the throws that Kenny Pickett don't want to make. George Pickens just hit for 159 yards, probably off of 5 receptions. 5 receptions. Kenny Pickett, he's scared to throw it. He's scared to throw it to Pickens. Scared to throw it to him. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I feel like Mason Rudolph needs to be the starter until the playoffs, and then going into next year. I feel like Kenny Pickett is not ready. And we was high off him because we needed a quarterback after Big Ben. We didn't trust Mitch Trubisky, and we wasn't fucking with Mason Rudolph just because he didn't ever get a chance to prove himself. But I'm rooting for Mason Rudolph because he been on the bench since 2018. And his last game was preseason of 2019. Oh no, I think it was like week 16 against the Lions, and we lost. Or I think we went to overtime, and that's when we went downhill. But we ended up going to the playoffs and lost to the Chiefs. But that's besides the point. I'm rooting for Mason Rudolph and Miles Jack, because Miles Jack, if y'all don't know, for all the sports fans, Miles Jack, he retired this year simply because he got cut from the Steelers. Well, he didn't get cut. He didn't just get signed back. He did get signed back, and then he was on his couch playing video games, and then he got picked up from the Eagles. Then he got picked up like 2 weeks ago. We got Eric Rowe as well. I'm happy for Miles Jack. I'm really rooting for him because I want him to actually get a shot. Pittsburgh, we are a very impatient team, simply because the prestige of what the organization is, or what it has brought to the NFL. We produce Hall of Famers. We have great defense, but we just haven't been showing that. And I feel like they got to let Terrell Austin go. And we be so cheap that we want to keep the in-house people jobs. And I see that, and I see why, because we only had 3 coaches. It was Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher and then Mike Tomlin. But I understand that. But we do need to go get a home run offensive coordinator. I don't know if we will, but I want us to probably get Eric Beanamy or Bellamy, whatever it's not whatever, but his name. He was the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs, and he's the Washington Commanders offensive coordinator right now. But that would be a home run hire. I would appreciate that if we did get him, but if we don't, we'll just have to see. I ain't gonna lie, I was high on firing Mike Tomlin, because it's like we be beating teams that we don't supposed to beat, and we lose to the teams that we supposed to beat, and I don't like that. Like, we were supposed to beat the Arizona Cardinals, we lost to them. We were supposed to beat the Colts, we lost 30-13. Then we lost to another team. I can't remember the team because we was on a 3-game losing streak, and I was just like, man, I'm tired of it. And then I kept seeing something like Mike Tomlin was winning off Bill's old player, and I was like, who was there when Bill was coaching? Then I looked at Troy Polamalu, Joey Porter, James Ferrier, all these people. So I'm like, dang, maybe we do need to change for a head coach. But every time we start doubting Mike Tomlin, ended up proving us wrong. But the thing is with Pittsburgh, and then I'm gonna switch gears, but I just wanted to vent about this. The thing with Pittsburgh, we waste a lot of good talent. Mason Rudolph, I'm not saying he's the greatest quarterback. He's not. But he is a good quarterback to be playing. Mitch Trubisky, he's not a quarterback to where you want him to start. And we see why when he played against the Colts. Like, bro, like the Colts, I'm not going to lie, the Colts are a very good, sound team. But they're not as good as they used to be with Peyton Manning. How did we lose to Gardner Minshew? And Gardner Minshew, I would take Gardner Minshew over Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky any fucking day, because he know how to fucking win. As soon as when Anthony Richardson got hurt, this man went and got them, I don't know how many wins, 6 or 7 wins. I don't know. I don't know when he came into the starting role, but I know for a fact, as soon as he got there, they won. And I don't think they have lost yet, except I think against Jacksonville. I don't know. Don't quote me, but I'm just saying I'll take Gardner Minshew over Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky any day. And we got on that bandwagon because we seen what he did at Pitt. We seen that run to where he slid and he almost hit his knees. He was finna fake slide and he took for a touchdown. Bro, we got fucking lit. We were supposed to take Malik Willis, and I feel like he haven't got a shot. But Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis, they doing their thing over there. Will, he's the guy for Tennessee. He's the guy. Ryan Tannehill, he was good in 2019 when they needed him, when they needed a quarterback. But our biggest issue, the Steelers' biggest issue right now, we have no identity for offense. Like, we pick and choose what games that we want to do well in, and then we do well in that game, and then we go on the down slope. Like, we got to figure out what the fuck is the problem. And the problem really is our O-line. Mason Cole, he's not a fucking good center. And Kenny Pickett, we need another quarterback. I feel like we should start we should keep Mason Rudolph where he's at until the season is over. Because I don't want to see Mitch Trubisky. Bro, I betted against Mitch Trubisky last week, and he did exactly what I expected him to do. I messed up on my parlay because of Brock Purdy. Well, it wasn't Brock Purdy. It was George Kittle. I would have won $200 if George Kittle would have caught 2 passes. He didn't fucking do that. And I had Brock Purdy going over 245, and he had 242. He was right there. Because of George Kittle, dumbass didn't want to fucking catch the ball. His ass don't know how to fucking catch. But I betted against Mitch Trubisky because he fucking sucked. Mitch Trubisky is not the quarterback that I want to see every fucking Sunday. It's a headache seeing his ass behind the center. That's two bad combos, or two bad duos. Mitch Trubisky and Mason Cole. I don't want to see that shit. Even with Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is slow as fuck. Like, y'all, if y'all pay attention, this to all the Steelers fans, to all the sports fans, NFL fans, if you pay attention to Kenny Pickett, he is slow as shit. Mason Rudolph has more fucking heart than Kenny Pickett. The reason why I say that, today, the second fucking play, this nigga threw it to George Pickens and we went to the crib. We went to the crib. I bet that he was gonna get 2 touchdowns. Guess what? I'm going green for that. He got 2 touchdowns, and I bet Chris Boswell to get 2 made field goals. He got that. How can your third string quarterback come in and do better than your quarterback that was starting and better than your second string quarterback? I don't understand that shit. I don't. And he been sitting on that sideline for years, busting his ass. He went from the second string QB behind Big Ben. Then when Big Ben left, he was a second string QB behind Kenny Pickett. We really wanted Kenny Pickett to start because of Mr. Trubisky against the Jets game. And we thought like, all right, Kenny Pickett is the fucking guy. Then I look at his fucking stats. He threw for 2,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Nigga, it's fucking week, what, 15? And you got 6 touchdowns and 4 interceptions? I understand we had Matt Canada. Yes, he sucked. He sucked. That's why I say we need to go get an offensive coordinator so we can get back to having those glory days, you know. But still, you're the quarterback, bro. You got to be able to get out of sticky situations and win the fucking ball game. Mason Rudolph threw it to George Pickens, who is our guy. And that's our go-to guy. He's like the Antonio Brown right now. And he's not Antonio Brown, but I ain't gonna lie. I see the resemblance. The Steelers fans out there that's going to listen to this one day, y'all can kind of see this shit. He has the spark of Antonio Brown's, because every time Antonio Brown get the ball, you either think he's going to get a first down or he's going to score. It's either one of those two. He going to turn the play into something. He's going to turn nothing into something every time he get the ball. And that's what George Pickens remind me of. He remind me of Antonio Brown a little bit. And then Jaylen Warren, bro. Like, Jaylen Warren has to start. Najee Harris, he's doing better. He's doing better. And I feel like in order for us to get our groove, we're going to have to do those sweeps to the left and to the right, though, because that's what's working right now. I'm glad that we stopped doing the single back formation to where we bringing Allen Robinson back and then going back to the other spot into the slot and then running the ball. I'm glad we stopped doing that shit and started switching it up. But I'm happy because I'm about to hit on my parlay, and I bet that Mason Rudolph, I said Mason, I bet that Mason Rudolph was going to get 2 touchdowns. And look, I was right. Every time I bet against the Steelers, I end up getting my shit, or if I bet for them, or I bet on them, we end up getting this shit. But, that was my quick little rant for the Steelers. And I just want to say this before I continue to go into my football rant. You got to take a shot. Hey, I didn't say this. Damn. For everybody that is a needing to talk to somebody, or that is in need of courage, you know what I'm saying? Keep going. You never know when your life can change. All I say, a lot of stuff can happen within a year. A lot of stuff can happen within 3 months to 6 months. Just keep going. Those that don't have family, I pray that you're safe. Those that do, I still pray that you're safe. Those who are spending the holidays by themselves, I pray that God give you unconditional love. He seen the people that he know that is right for you. I pray that the hurt that you're feeling, I really do and genuinely pray that you be surrounded around people that is going to help you during those tough times, and that's going to help you be the best version that you can be. With that being said, we're gonna pray. We're gonna toast that the best of our life will be the rest of our life, and then the best of my episode will be the rest of my episodes. And we also we manifesting like this be next year be a great year. You know, everybody say that's kind of a little shot, ain't it? You know, everybody say like this year gonna be my year, next year. You know, we just gotta put in the work. That's it. We gotta put in the work. I ain't gonna lie. This is probably the nastiest fucking whiskey I ever had in my fucking life. This shit, Kings Creek Black Label. This shit is ass. And it's 80 proof, 40% alcohol. This shit ass. And it says minimum 4 years aged. Yeah, this shit weak. I'm not ever listening to a guy that I'm not listening to nobody that gives me their opinion on whiskey no more. I'm gonna stick to Jack Daniel's Honey because this shit sucks. I ain't gonna lie. This shit ass. But hey, toast up for y'all to have a great holidays if you're spending time with your family. Toast up to those that's getting that new crib, new opportunity, that raise, that car. You know, I pray that y'all continue to stay humbled and stay grateful, because the minute you feel like you miss hot shot or missed a hot shot, you know, God can take it away. Shout out to Miss Franklin. For all y'all that don't know, you got to go to Lone Oak, or you had to go to Lone Oak to figure that out, or went to Lone Oak. But yeah, may the best of our life be the rest of our life, and the best of my episode be the rest of my episode. Oof. Oh my gosh, nigga, that shit is ass. That shit so ass. I'm drinking a Red Bull like it's a fucking shot. Damn, I feel that shit right down in here. Oh, shout out to my guy Willie. Shout out to Genobi. I got on his brand. You know, I love brown. I'm not gonna lie, I love brown. When I went onto your website, bro, and you know, I've been wanting to rock your shit like 5 years ago, bro. I remember you first told me about your brand. You was like, bro, I want you to rock this on your YouTube. And I was like, hell yeah, bro, I'm gonna do it. You just let me know, you know. And like for years, bro, it was like I ain't gonna lie, I was bullshitting, he was bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? But how? Because we was in college, I ain't really have the money to really support, you know, shit. You struggling, you know, when you're in college. But I think last week I was like, man, let me go in there and actually go get this shit and go support him, because I've been wanting to wear his shit. And bro, when I looked on that website and I seen like how organized your website was, and then the people like that you had on there that was getting their photos taken, like how everything was just neat, bro, and like it just looks vibrant, bro. Everything looked organic. And I seen that you had some brown on there. I said, yeah, I gotta get that out. And I fuck with it, bro. Like, this shit hard. This shit say protect your energy, protect your peace, protect your soul, protect your energy, and protect your and it says your only enemy is you. Created in Los Angeles, California, made for you by Genobi. Man, this shit hard. Protect your peace. Y'all get it at Genobi.com. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna figure out later on. But y'all go support my guy Willie. And Willie, bro, I rock with this. I rock with the brown and I rock with the green, bro. I should have got a medium because this shit is kind of tight, and I'm a skinny guy, bro. But this shit, you know, a little too tight. But I promise you, I appreciate it, bro, and I appreciate the love, and I appreciate the love that you sent. Because I remember I ordered 2, but you gave me 3 shirts, so I appreciate the love. Real talk. So, hey, if you looking for some nice clothes or a nice brand to support or to rock, hey, rock my guy Genobi. And then, hey, I'm always gonna rock the Bliss. So if you want to rock somebody brand, you know, or some locals brand, I suggest bliss1998.com or genobi.com, and you can get your gear. Hey, if anybody want me to wear their gear or their clothing, don't be afraid to reach out to me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, because I do want to support people. I do want to rock people's brand, but I only want to rock people brand that that is organic and genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to rock your brand if your brand stand for something else, like demonic. I ain't rocking no demonic shit. So if it got like some devil horns, what it's saying John 3:16, I'm definitely not rocking that shit. Like, I'm not rocking anything devilish, you know. But I will support any black owned business or anybody in general that is genuine and that is organic, you know, that is organic. But like I said, if y'all want me to, or if y'all know anyone that is black or that just got nice clothing, or that has a website that I can go on and just go order, you know, whenever this video come out, let me know so I can get some gear, because I don't want to spend no money on no Versace or no anything like that. I really want to rock the locals clothing, because shit, everybody else rocking the Fendi, the Louis, Gucci. And I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna not rock them one day, but I do want to support people. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about supporting people. But like I said, man, I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all are safe. I pray that y'all stand in God's will. I pray that y'all are doing what's best for you and your family. If you don't have family, I pray that you're doing what's best for you. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot to talk about. As y'all can see, like, I want to talk about a lot. Every episode that I have of myself, it's so much that I want to talk about, and I go so fast. I don't know if y'all pay attention, but like, I be going so fast because it's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. But I had to go on that Steelers rant because this shit been pissing me off. And same thing for the Razorbacks. I'm really tired of saying Pittman. I really am. He's a good dude. He is a guy to where every school, every player needs a motivator. But I don't think he's the right fit for the Razorbacks. And for y'all that don't know, man, I'm a big fan of the Arkansas Razorbacks. I got Arkansas tatted on my back, and I need Willie to come finish this shit. Hey, if you needing a tattoo or you need a tattoo fill-in, hit up my guy Willie do tats on Instagram. I don't know his Snapchat or anything like that. I do have him on Snapchat, but I don't know his name. But I do know his Instagram. If you know somebody that wants some ink or that want a tattoo or need a fill-in, you know, hit up Willie do tats. But back to Arkansas, I feel like Arkansas need a head coach like a Nick Saban. I'm glad that we got Bobby Petrino back. I feel like it can be glory days, but I'm not high on us right now. I'm not. And I don't think I will be until I see some progress, because we have been mediocre for 10 years. And Jeff Long should have let Bobby Petrino come back after he had the scandal with the young lady, the secretary, and the whole motorcycle incident. It was bad. I ain't gonna lie, it was bad. After Bobby Petrino left, we had John L. Smith. Like, what the fuck? Then we had Brett Bielema. Then we had Chad Morris. Now we got Sam Pittman. And I feel like this was a good hire for the offense, because Sam Pittman knows what's best for Arkansas as far as like the fans. And bringing Bobby Petrino back is probably the smartest thing that he could have done. I ain't gonna lie, I thought we was gonna get somebody else as far as like the Washington head coach, or somebody, or the Texas State head coach for offensive coordinator, but that role is too high, or not too high for him. The role that he would have taken in Arkansas would have been probably low, because he just took Texas State, I think, like to their first bowl game or their first winning season, I can't remember, and they gave him like a 5-year deal. But Sam Pittman is a good dude, but he's just not a good fit for Arkansas. We need Bobby Petrino back into that head coaching role, and I feel like they hired him just in case Sam Pittman want to leave, just in case Sam Pittman just want to hand it over to Bobby Petrino, and I think that'll be a good fit, because Bobby Petrino know Arkansas, he know offense, he's a guru when it comes to that. The state of Arkansas, we deserve a lot, especially when it comes to football. We've been getting ran over by Alabama, I don't know how long. I want to say it's been decades. And we came close for the past 2 years, but close it's not good enough. Ole Miss, they're good offensively, but defense, they're not good. I want the best for us. Regardless of how we play, I'm still gonna be a fan, but we do need what's best for us, and that is to bring a championship. And it sound like, nigga, you sound fucking crazy. Arkansas winning the championship in this decade, you sound crazy. I don't sound crazy. Arkansas fans, we're impatient. We're just like Steelers fans. Our expectations are very high. If you give us a good speech and it sounds fucking good and it sounds like you want us to win, we're gonna be in on you. But if you show, the minute we see like a missed tackle or a blown missed coverage, we like, oh yeah, this season fucked. Because we have high expectations. Chad Morris, this man came in here, talked some hot shit. Well, we said, yeah, we finna win this bitch. Nigga, we went 2-10. Back-to-back seasons. Nigga, we lost to UNT. We lost to fucking UNT. And UNT is not a bad school. They're not a bad school. It's that damn nigga. We lost to UNT. That wasn't supposed to happen. I remember when Jeremiah and Rico was talking about, like, nigga, y'all lost in UNT. I seen that punt return and we just walked off the field. These niggas scored. We lost to Colorado State. Like, bro, it was so much shit that year, bro. Like, we are impatient because we know what we are capable of. We know what the fans know what we need. We don't need Sam Pittman is a good motivator. If Sam Pittman, if they had a job in college football or in the NFL as far as like a motivating coach, Sam Pittman should be the first person you should hire. There's no disrespect to Sam Pittman, but Sam Pittman is not a head coach. He was an offensive line coach. And I didn't like how our offensive line played this year. Like, bro, we gave up 45 or 47 sacks, bro. That's terrible. That's terrible. Like, we need a coach that's going to not talk, because we hear this shit all the time. We hear that I'm going to bring the state of Arkansas this and that. Like, bro, we tired of that shit. Like, I'm tired of this shit. I've been getting made fun of about Arkansas since in middle school. Like, Javon, you know what I'm saying? Me and Darius Bunch, we had a couple conversations about Arkansas, you know, but I know not to talk shit because, bro, he's an Alabama fan. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna say? You know what I'm saying? But me and Javon, we always have like conversations like, man, Arkansas gonna beat LSU. Bro, we haven't beat LSU since what, 2021? 2021? You know, 2 years. But like, bro, it's time for a change. You know, it's time for a change. But you know, y'all, that's my rant about, you know, football and how I feel. Cause I don't know. Maybe my expectations for the Steelers and the Arkansas Razorbacks is just too high. Cause the Razorbacks and the Steelers playing like shit. And I'm not saying Arkansas is like one of the top 5 schools, but when Bobby Petrino was here, bro, we was number 3. We lost to Alabama and we lost to LSU that year in 2011. And then we played Kansas State. We lost to Kansas. We beat Kansas State, and then that next year, we lost to. I don't know. I don't know if it was that year or another year, but we lost to Ohio State just not catching the ball. But y'all, that's just my quick rant on, you know, college football and the Razorbacks and the Steelers. But I don't know about y'all, but my dating, I don't know, should I say dating life, dating pool, but like, it hasn't been the way I expected. Like, I talked about it previously on episode 98, like how I like talking to older women. And I don't have no shame into talking to women that have the cafeteria fat. I don't know about y'all, I don't have no shame in this, but I like chubby women. I ain't gonna lie. But she gotta be God-fearing and beautiful though. You know? I like chubby women. I like all women. But when it comes to like the dating, and I'm not looking for nothing serious. So maybe that's why it hasn't, you know, been as good as I thought it would be. But I've been talking to older women. I was recently talking to this 34-year-old. We was clicking, you know what I'm saying? We was clicking. But now I've been in a space to where I'm always asking God, if it's His will, let it happen. If it's not, then I know it wasn't from you. You know, we was clicking and we was talking about my availability. She said she have children. I told her that I have a son and whatever. We started clicking, because usually, and I don't bash any young lady that feels any type of way about having children or having a child, because maybe that guy didn't tell her about the child or children, or she just had bad experience with just children in general. And I understand it. Now I may like think about it like, damn, why she don't like children or why she don't like kids, because I read women bios and say if you have children or you have a kid, this is not a safe space for you type shit, you know. I see everything from both sides of the spectrum. So I was like, okay, you know, we click and she have more children, in which I only have a child, and it's gonna stay like that until, you know, God is ready for me to have another one. You know, we was clicking, and one day we was talking about like where we should go, and I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, it's a spot that I know that I think we can kick it and we can have a good time. She was like, okay, cool. And she was like, well, I'm going out tonight with her girls. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, do your thing. Well, you just keep me updated. I'll let you know when I'm free. And I was telling her, like, I work this day and that day, but I have my son with me on the weekends. And she was like, okay, well, we can do something on the weekday. I was like, okay, cool. Man, out of nowhere, I want to say, like, it was like a Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. She texted me and she was asking me what I was doing. I was like, I'm spending time with my son, having breakfast, whatever. And y'all, I'm not good at, okay, let me stop lying. I'm very good at texting, but I'm not the type to text you back as fast as you text me. Some women, they can text back very fast, and their expectations be, okay, he gonna respond within like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even shorter than that. 15, nah, mine's probably like 30 to 45, simply because I'm doing stuff. And a lot of people be lying. They don't really be doing shit. I really be doing shit. I be getting shit together. But she got mad, and we only text twice. So she texted me. She said, good morning, how's your day going? I said, I'm doing good. Text her back probably like 15 minutes later. Then the second text, I text like 30 minutes later. And she ain't text me back. So I said, okay, God, if it's your will, she'll respond later on, and we'll figure out what's going on for the coming days to where we was gonna hang out. Man, she ain't text me back for 2 days. So I was like, okay, God, it wasn't your will. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't believe I'm wrong, and I don't give a fuck. But do y'all find it, ladies, do y'all find it weird if a man block you? I'm gonna let that marinate. The reason why I block people, especially women, is because if I already told you what I'm looking for type shit, because I'm not trying to waste nobody's time, and I know what it feels like for your time to be wasted. And I know it's very cliche because a lot of people say that, but I really do. I know what it feels like for your time to be wasted. I know what it feels like to be left on red and shit like that. Now, one thing I ain't gonna do is leave you on red, especially if you ain't done shit wrong. But even if you done shit wrong, I'm not gonna leave you on red. I'm gonna just let you know, hey, it's not gonna work out, or I'm gonna let you go about your day. But I blocked her because I don't know, maybe she had something going on. Maybe I wasn't texting back as fast. But during the time that we was talking, at times, the way we was texting, it was spaced out. And I don't look at the shit and be like, okay, she texts back at this time, and then I'm gonna text it back at that time, make it sound like I'm busy. You know, I don't do that. But damn, I ain't gonna lie, like, we stopped talking, and I just stopped texting her. I stopped texting her. Well, of course I blocked her, but I don't know, like, the dating scene has just been like, for me, it's just been like weird. But at the same time, I've been asking God if it's his will, because one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to date a young lady or talk to a young lady and she have like issues as far as like baby daddy issues, or she got a dude that is hooked up on her but he just can't let go of her. You know, I don't want to be around that, because if y'all still like kind of talking, but you know, you mess with them, or I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of anything to where it causes you to bring me into your shit. And a lot of men lose their life over pussy. I'm not gonna lose my life over pussy. I'm not gonna lose my life over no dumb shit in general. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna die peacefully. And a lot of men be victim of their own success, or victim of just shit they don't supposed to get themselves into. And fellas, don't ever talk to no young lady if she's showing signs of like danger. Like, if she's talking to a young lady, I mean, I hope she's not, but you never know, man. It's 2023, man. Ladies be talking to niggas, women, and all type of creatures out here, so you never know. But if she got a complicated life, bro, and you know that shit, but you just trying to look past it because she pretty, bro, you gotta run. Your sanity and your peace is important. I was just talking to my little sister about that, and I was just praying over, like, bro, like, your sanity and your peace is important. And if you're talking to somebody that has a chaotic life, and you think everything is going to work out, or you think you're going to change that as a woman or as a man, bro, it's not going to happen, because you're not God. I don't want to be around no young lady that has that type of chaos. I'm not saying every young lady is going to come perfect. No, hell no, because relationships don't come perfect. A lot of relationships, we think like this person got to come ready. Nah, a lot of relationships, you know, you're just going to have to work with each other to get to where you need to be. But I'm not putting myself in a situation to where, bro, I got to worry about my safety. I don't want to be around no young lady to where I got to worry about my safety because a dude that she used to talk to can't get over her. No, because men or women that's like that, they only thinking about themselves. I don't want to be in no fucking situation to where I'm not aware of that I can either get hurt or hinder myself from seeing my son. Or, you know, I don't, if it's involving me not seeing my son or involving my peace or sanity, I don't want you. I don't care how pretty you are. And that's one of my biggest things that I've been praying about. Lord, if any young lady that likes me or I like her, but she has any hidden agendas or she has baggage as far as chaos, I don't want it. If it's not from you, I don't want it. And I feel like that's probably why a lot of the things that the young ladies that I've been looking for has not came around yet, and I'm just looking in the wrong areas. And a lot of young ladies that I've been talking to, it hasn't been working out because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a chaotic person. Maybe I just attract the wrong women, but they say you are what you attract, but I'm not chaotic. I promise you I'm not chaotic. I'm not a crazy motherfucker. I don't go do wild shit, but I feel like I'm just looking in the wrong areas. But like I said, I'm not trying to date. I'm just trying to have a good time, genuine. And what I mean by I'm not trying to date, like, I'm cool with sex. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with sex, but I'm cool with genuine vibes. Like, that's what I'm really looking for, just genuine energy. Genuine energy, and you want to see me be great. I want to see you be great. I don't want anything to where it's like, we stop talking, you try to figure out why I'm hurting or why I'm lacking, and you try to go and you try to attack that, and you try to go after my character, all this evil stuff because I didn't want to date you. You know, I don't want those type of young ladies around because that could fuck up a lot of shit. And I don't want, and I thank God that every time that I ask him if it's his will, a lot of things have not been going the way that I wanted to. And I thank God that it goes exactly where he needs it to lead or needs it to be, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to say it sucked. The dating pool for me, it don't suck. It's just I'm getting exactly what I've been praying for, you know. And like I told y'all got to be careful on what y'all pray on. Be careful about what you ask God, because if you're not specific, God is going to send you whatever you're asking for. And I see why everything that I talked to God about and I prayed about the young ladies that I want around or the women I want around, I see they haven't came yet because I'm very specific about what I asked. Because I don't want a young lady that's just trying to sabotage what I got going on just because it didn't work out the way she wanted to. And it's crazy because women do that shit. And men too. Some people don't know how to let go. I don't want to be around no young lady that can't let go. If we can't vibe out and it may not work for us ever again, but you have evil intentions trying to hurt me or try to bring other people to try to tear me down or try to hurt me, bro, I don't want that shit around. I don't. You know, I don't want nobody around that's not organic, that's not genuine, that's not God fearing, that don't have great motives for me. Cause I be iffy about dating. Cause I be seeing like the Jeezy situation. I see the Krishan Rock. I see a lot of like people that made it. Everything be going well, and then when they're not clicking, somebody end up saying how they really feel. Like that young lady that was dating Jeezy, that was married or whatever, she don't want Jeezy around because the guns he have. But she knew what type of man he was. She knew what type of lifestyle he had when she dated him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be switching up. That's why I'm very specific on what I'm talking to God about and what I'm praying to God about, because I don't want nobody around me that act like they're for me, but if I tell them no one time, they're against me for the rest of my life. I don't want that. That's why I always ask God to remove. I always ask God to remove. If it's not God's will, I don't want it. And I've been on God's will for about like 2 months, close to 3 months now. And it was the same thing about spiritual discernment. I didn't know what like his will was, because you know in the Bible it talks about on earth as it is in heaven, gives us their daily bread. You know his will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And I didn't know what that was until like, okay, let me start asking. Okay, God, is it your will for this person to hang out with me? Is it your will for this person to know what I'm up to with, certain stuff, whatever you're trying to do? Ask God if it's his will, because sometimes we put ourselves in certain situations to where it wasn't God's will. So we had to go through something so God can get our attention. And I'm glad I had to go through a lot of things to understand, okay, maybe this not God's will. And I always ask God every day, all right, God, what is your will and what is your purpose for today? Because if I don't do his will, I could put myself in a messed up situation. So fellas, young ladies, if things are not working out the way you wanted to with someone that you really like, step back and look at it like maybe this is not God's will, because we will go so far for someone that we like just to prove that we like them, that show them that you care. You do a lot, but will that person do the same for you? Or will that person keep you at peace when everything in your life is chaotic? Because you're going to have times to where your life going to, get shaky. Your life going to get shaky here and there. But it's all about the people you have, the company you keep. I'm all about just keeping genuine people, organic people. If you're not God-fearing, you're not organic, it's not genuine. If it's not real, I don't want it. I've been asking God for the past couple of weeks just to remove whoever's in my life that is not meant to be in my life, because it's a lot of people that I think that is meant to be in my life is not meant for me. And I've been praying it every day. And I want y'all to say the same thing. Matter of fact, we're going to do it now. You know, say, Lord God, remove everybody or anybody that is in my life that is not meant for me. And show me what you see. Open my eyes to see what you're saying and give me the ears to listen. It's important for us to listen and to see who's for us, because we may think this person want us to be great, but they really don't. I heard some shit. Fat Joe, he was saying, it was an interview with Fat Joe, and I don't know if he was an Italian mafia dude, retired Italian mafia, but he was like, it was this dude, he kept writing bad reports about him in the news. And he was like, bro, why you keep saying that shit? He was like, why you keep saying that shit? I thought you wanted me to be successful. I thought you wanted the best for me. He's like, yeah, I do. I did want you to be successful, but I ain't want you to be that successful. He was like, that successful? What the fuck? And then Fat Joe was like, yeah, you know, some people, they want you to make it, but they just don't want you to live next door. And I was like, God, dog, bro, that's so deep. That's deep, bro. People want you to be successful, but they don't want you to be bigger than them. Crabs in a bucket. People want you to be great, but they don't want you to be greater than them. So for everybody that has like a business, or you doing your own thing, you trying to step outside the trying to figure out the right word. You trying to step out your comfort zone and to be great and break the generational cycles. Bro, there's gonna be somebody around that's pulling for you, but they don't want you to go that fucking far. They want you to go far enough so they can see you. Some people don't want you to get out of reach of them, because you get out of reach, they know you're not gonna come back to the hometown or to how things used to be, because you see them for who they are. So that's why I always ask God to remove, because I may think one of my family members or I really don't even got no friends, to be honest with y'all. I got a few people that I'm cool and close with. Like, real shit. Like, I don't got no circle. Like, no bullshit. I don't have no circle. Like, everybody I used to be cool with, like, I cut off. And, like, you know, no bad blood, but just probably won't be no access again. So, and I'm still, like Big Bank said, I'm still waiting and looking to cut people off. You know, like, my circle is very small. My circle is very small. So that's why I'm always asking God every day, like, God, remove whatever that is in my life that is going to hinder me or that's slowing down my process. Same thing for the people. There's people in my life that is trying to slow me down or trying to hinder me from being great. Lord, remove them, because I don't want them around. I only want people that wants to actually see Clarence James progress and be the man that he always wanted to be the father to his son. You know, always be there for him. You know, I only want organic people around. Like, people say like they want the best for you until you start being the best. It's like, oh, this motherfucker think she better than me or he better than me. Like, no, like, and you don't have to be humble saying it. Like, be humble, but like, nah, I just wanted it more. You know, I wanted it more. I don't want to be around no one that feel like my accomplishments or what I've done is arrogance. No, bro, I worked hard for it. If I have to dumb down my accomplishments for you to feel good, bro, that is not gonna work. I'm not ever doing that. I'm not ever dumbing down my accomplishments to make you feel good. I'm not dumbing down my ideas to make you feel like I'm not good enough. And a lot of us gotta let go a lot of people. And that's the scary part. Letting go of people that you thought that was there for you or that's there. I know the people that's there. I really do. I know the people that was there, and I know the people that wasn't there. I listen. I can count on my hands how many people that was there, and it's small. It's less than 3 people. Nah, it's 4. I know who was there. And sometimes and it's not even sometimes, a lot of times you gotta let a lot of people go. And that shit sounds so cliche, but like, whenever you start doing your own thing, you want to be great, bro, you gonna go on that journey by yourself. But God gonna send you somebody that's like, dang, I never expect you to support us, help me out. It be the people that you never be paying attention to, I always ask God, what's his will for your life, or what's his will for someone that you think has great intentions for you. I'm so serious, y'all, when I talk about, like, I want God-fearing, genuine, organic people around that want to see me win. It's not going to say, like, man, I helped you get to where you need to be, or I help you get there, so I deserve half of your check. I deserve this, I deserve that, and this, and that, and the world. You don't need people around. Ask God to expose every snake that is in your life, that is posing as a friend, that is posing as a supporter. Ask God to remove them, because you don't want to get to a place to where you're very comfortable, you're happy, but it's that one person that's plotting, just waiting on your wrong move. Ask God to open your eyes to see what he is seeing about someone that you're confident in, but you really don't know. Like what Big Bang said, you may think you know these people, but you really don't know these people. You really don't know these people. And he was saying, DJ Screen was asking, like, are you afraid to tell people no? He said, no, I'm not. Especially when it comes to money that I earn. Like, he was like, if I see the money coming out of my account, you know what I'm saying, that I worked hard for and I earned, I'm not afraid to say no. I used to be timid. And I was like, dang, bro, like, that sound like me, because I be afraid to say no sometimes. But like, now, well, I say I used to, but like now, I'm not afraid to say no, because I'm not afraid to say no. And I look at it and I always ask myself, and I always ask God, like, okay, why is this person in my life, and who sent this person? Because there's a lot of people that don't like you, that's going to send people that you don't know. It's going to try to get on your podcast, try to get on YouTube, try to get in good with you to figure out where you stay, what you do, what you don't like, what you like. They're going to try to figure you out, because that person that sent them don't like you. So they're going to try to build up everything that they can so they can get a lot of people that like you to dislike you because they don't like you. That's why I'm always asking God, who is this person and who sent them? And I don't live my life in fear, because I'm not worried about it, because physically I can protect myself. But I know spiritually, God and his angels are protecting me. So I'm always asking, all right, God, if there's someone you want me around, give me a sign. Lord, if there's someone that you don't want me around, give me a warning. If I get a warning, I'm gone. It takes God some time to, like, all right, God, give me a sign. Because God got to keep knocking, like, all right, see, this is a 5th time showing you. after this, I'm let it loose. Like, okay, God, I see what you're talking about. But like, I'm paying attention. I'm always asking God. I'm always aware. Like, when I say I'm on point, like I'm on point, like E.T. I'm on point. I always ask God to increase my spiritual discernment, increase my awareness. Let me test the spirit by the spirit. I learned that from Stephen Darby. Because if you don't, people can act like they're God fearing, they can act like they got good intentions, but if you don't test their spirit, you will never know. And you put yourself in situations to where it's like, dang, God, how did I not see this? Why didn't nobody tell me? It was like, well, bro, your friends tried to give you the signs. Well, I tried to tell you doing this time, but you didn't see it. I tried to show you that time, you didn't see it. I showed you that time, you didn't see it. Then I had to show you. Like Charleston White, he was saying that how he got his barber. Like, he go where a lot of people are not at. Basically niggas. You know, niggas, they always out. When women are out, they try to show out in front of people and stuff like that. He said he's at places to where nobody that don't have money, no disrespect, but you know what I'm saying, they just can't afford it. He's out those places. And he said his barber cut somewhere, I can't remember, and he was saying like his brother wanted to go to see his friend because his brother just got out of jail. And he said that's his little brother, that's Charleston White little brother. He said, man, it would have hurt my heart for my little brother not to get to see his friend, but his friend is Charleston White op. And he said that it took for his brother to open his eyes for Charleston White to get hit in the head with a gun. He got pistol whipped. And he said that he kind of blamed his barber and his brother, because his barber is someone who's supposed to have his best interest, you know? Because like, if you're my personal barber, you know, if I'm going to your crib, I know where you stay. If you're going to my crib, you know where I stay. So it's like, we owe some type of loyalty type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you my dog and I know what a safe at, you know what my safe at, we owe some type of loyalty. But if you allow somebody to come in the crib and I fall asleep and you up and you allow somebody to run in there, you know what I'm saying? That's on you, because you know what it's safe at. And he said that he ended up getting pistol whipped, whatever, by a gangster, whatever. And it took his brother to open his eyes to like, all right, I can't go over there because that's my brother. And my brother is important. He's just not a regular, you know. He's somebody, you know, he has a name, so people are willing to try to go the extra mile to prove a point, like, oh, this person a bitch, this person a hoe, you know. I said that to say this, like, it took Charleston White brother to show him, like, I can't go everywhere just because of my brother. Like, soon as you make it or your sibling make it or whatever, you can't go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because your sibling or your name, like, you are somebody now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always ask God, what is his will? Stay in his will too. Because sometimes you can get out of his will and that grace can run up. That grace can run up out of there. And like, oh, okay, well, he ain't in my grace no more. And that's scary. You ain't in God's grace. And shoot, we sin all day, every day. But the day that you just run out of God's grace, wrong place at the wrong time, you know what I'm saying? It can go left, you know? It can go left. And you don't want to ever get out of God's grace. You don't want to ever get out of God's grace. You don't want to ever not listen to what he's saying or hear the signs or see the signs. That's why I'm glad that I always ask God, like, what was that's how I always ask God, what was his will when Shemaiah came out here? Because I promise you, I was asking God every chance I can get. Say, all right, God, if it's not your will, do not let Shemaiah get on the show. Do not let Shemaiah get on the show. And Shemaiah did the same thing. And I'm very, listen, when I tell you I'm on point when it comes to like his will and listening, because I don't want anything that's not from God. I don't want anything that's not from God. If it's not his will, I'm not going. I'm not going. No, I don't care how much I love you. You can call me a hoe, you can call me a bitch. Just don't try me. But if it ain't his will, I'm not going. If it's not his will, I'm not going. I promise you. If it's not his will, I'm not going. I'm not going. If he don't give me no confirmation, I'm not going. That's why I like with the women that I'm going to attract, that I'm attracting, they just haven't, God haven't sent them my way yet, or I haven't ran across them. Like, they gotta be in God's will for them to be around me, because I know where I'm going in life. And then that's why I say I be so picky. Like, one day I be wanting to be married, and then I don't want to be married, because like that Young Jeezy situation. And then like all these great men like Papoose, how Remy Ma cheated on him with Easy the Block Captain. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody is like these young ladies. They look like they're good women. They have this demeanor, their persona. It's like, but they're not as faithful as we thought. Let the looks deceived us. It's stuff like that. It's like, man, I be so, bro, I be so cautious. Like, bro, like I'm cautious about everything. But let me stay on topic. I have my days to it's like, man, I want to be married, but then I don't want to be married because of stuff that I see. And that's why I don't like social media. Like, only time I'm on social media is if I'm posting the Steelers. I'm talking about some about Little Rock. I'm talking about some about Arkansas, some about cars, or K Camp, like, tour coming soon. If it ain't something that I'm doing or that interests me, I'm not putting my thoughts out there as far as like how I feel about wild situations and stuff like that. Like, if it's not something that's going to impact me, or if it's nothing pertaining to me, I'm not putting my business out there. I'm not. But it just scares me, like how pretty women, a lot of men get deceived how pretty they are, but we don't know their soul. I don't want a pretty woman that just has an ugly soul, is like cheating and all this city girl mentality, OnlyFans mentality. Like, I don't want to be around no young lady that has that mentality. I don't want that. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that mentality. I don't want women like that around. And that's why I be so cautious, like, bro, because I ain't gonna lie. One thing y'all don't know about me, bro, I catch feelings quick. So I've been on guard for 7 years, and it's gonna stay like that, because I'm not falling for the wrong woman again. Okay, 6 years. Next year's going on 7. I'm not falling for the wrong woman again. I'm not. And I've been in one relationship out of my whole life. So I've been running from relationships because I don't know these young ladies genuinely. Like, I don't know their heart. And if it's not genuine, if you're not God-fearing first and foremost, if you don't love children, I'm not saying you have to love my son, but whoever talking to me that wants to pursue me, we want to pursue each other. I don't want you to feel forced that you have to love my son, because if it's not in you, it's not in you. It's just not going to work. I want something that's from God. So if it's not from God and you don't have a heart to where it's like, man, beyond me loving CJ, I love his son, I don't want it. That's why I'm cautious, because it's like, man, it's a lot of beautiful women that's out here, but they play innocent. I don't want that. Now probably like, CJ, bro, that's life. Nah, it is life. But I don't want anything that is not from him. I don't want anything that's not from God. Like, I'm so serious. If it's not from God, I do not want that young lady. I don't want that young man around me as far as friendships. Because friends gonna help them when there's an opportunity around. They're gonna plug you into somebody that they think that is going to help you get to the next level. A friend that's going to support you even when you in your ghosting stage. A friend that's going to talk great things about you, that's going to say great things about you, is not going to talk behind your back. That's what friends are. I don't want no Judas spirits around me. I don't want no Jezebel ladies around me. Or, my bad, a Jezebel. What Shamai would say, I don't want no Jezebel around. I don't want that around. I want young ladies. Y'all probably like, hold on, CJ, I thought you wanted to be married. I do, but I don't want to be tied down right now. So in the meantime, the people that I want around, and it just could be young ladies, we just chill, no sex. But I want people around me that just genuine. So some days, bro, I be back and forth, like, man, do I want a relationship? Like, now, then it's like, oh, I just seen something, that Jeezy situation, you know. And it's like all these beautiful women, it's like they have this goal in mind. A $10 million lawsuit. Like, what was Dr. Dre? It was like $100 million a month or something. It was something crazy. His baby mom wanted $100 million a month. I say, Lord God, rebuke and bind young ladies that have that type of mentality. I always ask God that. I always tell God that. I always ask God, hey, remove, rebuke, and bind, and send that back to the pit of hell. I don't want to date or deal with any young lady that have that mentality to where it goes not to what we expected, not as far as like fighting or talking about each other, like hitting low blows. But if it don't go the way we expected, you don't have to have no ill intention to where you don't want to see me win. I should be able to. This is how I look at it. And I learned this from one of my mentors. He was like, CJ, if you can't go back to a young lady that you used to talk to that wasn't a young lady for you. And I was like, dang. And this is a guy that I work with, and he was like, yeah, man, like, I'm for real. If you can't go back to a young lady that you used to talk to or used to mess around with and just have a conversation about like this young lady in your life, how she go about it, that wasn't a woman for you. Because if it's somebody, like, if you really love that person, like my mama told me about this young lady I used to talk to, she was like, if you really love that young girl, I said, young girl? I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say. I don't know if I was trying to say young lady or young girl, but she wasn't a young girl. Young lady. She was like, if you really like that young lady, like her enough to let her go. You know what I'm saying? Let her go. And that's how I look at it. Like, if you really rock with that person to like, hey, I know what we had, but I want to see you win regardless if I'm not in your life. That's what I want around. Like, even if we don't get that opportunity to just like see each other parents or whatever, don't try to sabotage my life just because you're not in it. That was some fire shit, you know. And I see this shit like Blake Griffin, baby mom. It was like, what was it? It was like 100 million something. I can't remember, y'all. Y'all remember, for all the sports guys, I can't remember. It was like a couple years. It was longer than a couple years. I want to say like 5 years or 4 years ago. This when he was at the Celtics. I don't know who he at now. He probably is at the Celtics. I can't remember. But she was requesting so much. And it's like, bro, you're money hungry. I don't want no money hungry woman. That's why I say the woman I will attract, she's going to work hard. I don't want no woman that's feel like you're entitled to stay at home. That's that social media shit. Social media taught a lot of young ladies to be fucking lazy and not work. Any young lady that want to pursue me, well, we pursuing each other, and you feel like you can just take a day off or days off. I'm not saying take a day off. Like, you can't take a day off, because y'all like, hold on, damn, CJ, like, she can't take a day off. Like, I'm not saying that. But if you got that mindset to it, it's like, my husband gonna do all the work, I can stay at home and bullshit. Fuck no. Do something. Regardless, I can take care of the kids. That's obvious. That's very fucking obvious. And I know y'all probably like, well, this nigga not the for me. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't want no lazy ass woman. Cause a man's supposed to work. If he don't work, he don't eat. And I will enjoy the fruits of my labor. In Jesus' name. I will enjoy the fruits of my labor. But I don't want no young lady that's just gonna sit on her ass too. That's not gonna work. So like, my mind be everywhere when it comes to like the dating pool, and then just like want to be married and not want to be married. Cause I be thinking it ain't nothing wrong with having two wives. Cause I be thinking like everybody in the Bible had multiple wives. I don't know if it was, who didn't have a multiple wife? Was it Peter? Y'all do not quote me. I don't know if it was Peter. Oh, don't quote me. So yeah, my mind be everywhere, just like about the marriages, having multiple wives. You know, that's not for me. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. He did say multiply, but I don't feel like in that way. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just with one woman. You know, I am a one woman man, but until then, my guard will always be up. Until God say, all right, CJ, let your guard down. But until then, my guard will be up. Yeah, my mind be everywhere. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship one day or if I don't. But as of right now, I'm comfortable with just where I'm at. I'm cool with just a supporting cast. I'm cool with that. I ain't gonna lie, it would be nice for a young lady to support me. It'll feel good. And I'm not talking about as far as like a friend, but like if she likes me, I like her, and she support me, like whatever I'm doing, I might be out the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. If she support me, and she gotta knock these out. God fearing, gotta have a genuine heart, got a great personality, authentic, naturally beautiful, and she's supportive. Those 6, I might be out the game. And I'm not in the game. Yeah, like I said, the last time I had sex was when I told y'all about that story. I haven't had sex in a while. I have disciplined dick. I'm very disciplined. I don't care how horny I get. It's quality over quantity. You know, quality over quantity. I like beautiful women, and I always have. Listen, ladies, I love chubby women, but you gotta be beautiful. I love chubby women. I love that shit. I love the thick shit. I love that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, I can kind of see myself like dating a chubby woman. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of see myself. I feel like chubby women provide a lot of love because they don't get a lot of love. For the men that get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. I feel like chubby women don't get a lot of credit. I feel like I can fall asleep fast as fuck in a chubby woman's arms. Oh my gosh. I can see that shit right now. I can see that shit. I ain't talking about fat. Chubby, I'm talking about a roll or two. You know what I'm saying? But nicely built. She still got a booty. She still got, of course she got titties, you know. But she got a nice body. You know, she got a nice body. I like that cafeteria fat. I do. That means you can cook good. That means chubby women gives me that vibe to it's like a plate full of food. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. And maybe that's where God want me to go. I don't know. I just be talking, but like I don't be talking sometimes, but like I ain't gonna lie, I feel like chubby women, you know, got a special heart, got a special place in my heart. And they do got a special heart too. But I feel like they got a special place in my heart because they don't get a lot of love. But a lot of men like myself like chubby women. I love chubby women. I love playing with women fat too. If you got some fat, I love playing with it. Like this one young lady, she was like, older young lady, she was like, CJ, oh my gosh, why are you playing with my fat? And I was like, I don't know, I just like that shit. And she was just chilling on her phone, and I was chilling on my phone playing with her fat. Like, I like shit like that. Y'all like, CJ, a lovey-dovey. I am a lovey-dovey dude. I am. It just gotta be the right woman. I ain't gonna lie. I don't rock with Christmas. I don't rock with Thanksgiving no more. Yes, we all have our opinions or whatever. But like, I could do some matching pajamas. You know what I'm saying? If it's the right woman. You know, because I do want a village. Outside of my son, I love my son. I love him. Till the day I die. Even when I die, I'm still gonna love him. You know. But I do want a village, you know. I do, with the right woman. And it could be a chubby woman. And when I think of chubby, I think she got to be like, what I'm picturing in my head, she's either brown skin or light skin. I love light skinned women. I love light skinned women. I love light skinned women. Light skinned women are very beautiful. I love all women. All. When I mean all, I'm talking about colored. You know, no disrespect to the white women. No disrespect, but I like all women. I just haven't dipped. I haven't gotten into that. I haven't gotten that pool yet. Maybe do I want to hit a white woman one day? Maybe. Yes, and I'm talking about physically punch her. No, I'm playing. But no, maybe one day. You know, I had an opportunity to hit one, bro, but she was on her period, and then she ain't never let me know when she was off, and you know, it didn't work out after that. But I love light-skinned women. And I ain't gonna lie, I used to didn't like feet, but I don't like feet on me. I like looking at them now. I like looking at pretty feet. And I ain't gonna lie, if you smell, and that's why I say chubby women don't get a lot of credit, because I done been around a very beautiful chubby woman, bro. She smelled good. Like, I didn't smell not one scent of ass on her. Like, cause you know, certain women that's big or chubby, as I should say, cause I don't fuck with the BBWs. BBWs is too fucking big. BBWs is too fucking big. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I would probably hit a BBW. I ain't gonna cap. She gotta be beautiful though. She gotta be beautiful. She gotta smell good. But back to what I was saying, I was around a beautiful chubby woman, bro. She didn't have no scent of stank. Like, she smelled fucking good. Older woman, she took care of herself, bro. She even had pretty feet. Cause you know, when you just like certain women, they get to a certain time or a place in their life, they don't just give a fuck about their weight. It's like, fuck it. And you know, they feet be fat. It just be like ground beef, bro. Like, when I tell you, her feet like didn't have, how can I explain it, y'all? Her feet didn't have a lot of cushion. It was just, I can't explain it. It wasn't fat. All I can say, her feet wasn't fat. That's all I can say. Her feet wasn't fat. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can, but fuck it. If y'all don't understand it, fuck it. But dude, she smelled good. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to fuck too. I did. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't know what happened. We don't talk anymore, but you know, chubby women, maybe that's where I should be. Maybe, just maybe, chubby women is where I belong. You know, maybe I should, you know, look on Facebook and see if they got a chubby women community, you know. get myself in there, drop some pictures or whatever. But maybe chubby women is where is that? Cause I ain't gonna lie, chubby women, dude, they're pretty, bro. Hey, this is the Off the Wall podcast.